One of New York's most iconic designers, Michael Kors is synonymous with jet-set American sportswear. Since launching in 1981, the Long Island native has seen his company transform into a global powerhouse, with fans including Rooney Mara, Zoe Saldana, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and First Lady Michelle Obama, who wore Kors for her first official portrait.
I grew up in a family where, it was a family of fashionistas. So the dinner table conversation was often about clothes. My grandfather was in the textile business. My mom modeled when I was little. I think the two designers really, when I came of age, in my early teens, that really inspired me so much were Halston, because I think that his clothes were sexy, but modern, streamlined, and you saw all these different women, everyone from Bianca Jagger to Jackie Kennedy wearing the clothes. So that was always intriguing. And the other designer that always rocked my world growing up was Saint Laurent. And once again, it was just, you saw all of these women in real life looking great. It wasn't just a fashion show. You saw how women actually looked in the clothes. Well, I did not start the way that most designers start. The first thing that came to my mind was, I want to work in a store. And I ended up walking into Lothar's, which at the time was right off of Fifth Avenue here in New York. And as it turned out, they were looking for sales help. So I started working in the store as a salesperson. And then when I left school, it's all about timing in life. I ended up working there full time, and I became the in-house designer. So I got to see firsthand, what do women look well in? What are they looking for? Do your ideas actually function when someone tries something on? It was like a laboratory. And for me, it has always been rooted in how do these clothes and whatever I design, how does it really work in real life? It has to turn you on, but it has to function. We have such a huge variety of women who wear Michael Kors, but the women, what they all have in common, number one, they're opinionated. They are jugglers, so they have a lot going on in their life. So they want to look great. They know what they look well in. I love an opinionated woman. So it's everyone from Michelle Obama to Angelina Jolie, to Blake Lively, to Jennifer Lopez, to Gwyneth Paltrow. They're busy women who know themselves. That's really what it's all about. I'm not a costume designer. I'm really all about real life. But Renee Russo called me. She had been a friend and a client for a very long time. And she called me and she said, we're redoing the Thomas Crown Affair. So I met with the director and we started pulling things that we were working on. And I think she ended up proving that sexy does not mean you're not intelligent. And sexy doesn't mean you have to be 20. I think the movie really showed people that an adult woman could look very hot. When I started designing the spring-summer collection, it was coming after my fall-winter collection, which was my 30th anniversary. And the 30th anniversary collection, I'm such a New Yorker that it was this homage really to New York City glamour. And as much as I love the big city, the most amazing thing that I've done in the last few years is I've gone to South Africa 3 times now. And just the color and the texture, the nature that takes you totally out of your urban life is unbelievably inspiring. So I wanted to have a collection that had all of that texture, all of the color, no black. There's no black in Africa. How fabulous. We live in black in every city in the world. So I wanted natural textures, natural colors, but with this kind of streamlined attitude. I have a job. My job is to make people feel better about themselves and to make them feel more confident. So no matter how confident you are, a lot of women I know who are not in the public eye, they say, well, if I was a model or I was an actress, I could wear anything. Well, guess what? Everyone needs some help. So whether you're walking the red carpet at the Oscars, or you have a business meeting, or you're taking your kids to school drop-off, if you put on something that changes your attitude about yourself, makes you feel comfortable with yourself, I think you're going to look better. Is the Vaseline on the lens? And the gauze? I'd like to be shot through denim.